down there. We've seen this story before as the Funky Fresh Fighters go in, but you can barely even hear the shots over the impulse grenades going off as everyone's like, no, 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 we've seen how this goes.
The Funky Fighters need this. The Llama Record Company need this. So many of these guys, it's riding on this game right here. They have to get as many points as possible.
But even with the 12-point one, we haven't seen a lead like this from Gotaga Inc. Group. They are nearly 300 points clear of the next team. Nobody else has contested the game. Has not been able to catch up. But they both just established
didn't I let him play Fortnite at my house?
By just sticking with 3 points, they're in a fantastic spot to win this match.
Yeah, they've actually been very consistent as well, right? They've been doing okay in that top 4, just doing a very good job at staying relevant after all of these rounds. So if Gotaga's team takes this, we actually don't know who can take this set right now. It's actually that close right here. Little Whip Warriors have kind of fallen down a bit here, but Funky Fighters clearly in last place is not good.
And now, right now, you can see Tomoya coming in, doing everything he can to knock down Carnifex's challenge as best he can, and Lachlan is just hanging out inside the corner.
Lachlan's doing a great job here. He's just kind of hiding, loving the low profile kind of position and take here on the point. He goes in, but hey, he has to come out now and defend himself. Three chickens who surround him and take down that Cuddle Bear. Oh,
they're supposed to be the tender defenders, but that was a whole bunch of aggression coming out from them there as they now immediately look and start to take shots. And the Ravens Revenge have now finally been unseated from the game. So a little bit of room to start for the catch-up. But it is utter chaos in Point D as Tomoya gets taken down and the Funky Fighters are still in 8th place.
There's still 55,000 minimal on this game alone here. You want to win this one. Ravens Revenge. Can they hold it? Find themselves a big piece of the pie here. Because we're in New York City, you know, you got to make pizza references. That's how we're doing it. Here comes Gotaga kind of hopping on overhead. And all right, he lost 4 points. He's hungry for it.
It's unfortunate they're just clipping off the side as Magma goes down, sitting on 23 eliminations right now. Gotaga doing his best to find where they want to go up, waiting for his team, but knowing that time is running short since the hill is still open and being constantly contested, but the Cuddle Crew are catching up with their steady 3-point game. But now Gotaga goes up right around the back, able to pick up the Elim, and Control is resting.
This is scary because the Cuddle Crew is also getting points right now. So yes, they're getting a lead, but the Cuddle Crew is keeping it very close. They're keeping it very close.
This is what we were talking about. We wanted to see a strategy come out, something defensive where you can get your control. They have now walled them off on each side, thrown a cone on top of them, and they have firing angles towards the other 2 platforms and towards the spawns behind them. Nobody wants to go contest them, but right now, Gotaga, oh, we saw what happened when Scissors did that. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, because they're catching up right now. You can see that 12 points ticking over, but they do still have a lead as players are trying their best to deny Ravens Revenge.
Yes, you have to keep him safe. This is the protect the president strat at its finest. Cuddle Crew still gaining points. Llama Records still getting points. In comes the fire from all the other platforms. Cuddle Crew's putting on pressure. They don't want to give him the freebie here.
You have to look at Ravens Revenge, though. Everybody is so focused on the middle. Nobody is going and challenging the top team. You know they're over there. You know they're uncontested right now. You have to be putting shots down there. You have to find the tags under Gotaga.
There it is.
And they got him. They got him. The difference now. Look at the Cuddle Crew climbing up on their consistent 3, but they still have control of the top. They just don't have their sword. It's 2 hops to get up there.
That's right. And now Lachlan can just sit here. He can just hang out, earn these points. This is what he needs to do. And he's almost there. He is almost there. The first place can be his. Right now he can take this lead, Sundown.
But they got control at the same time. It's literally ticking over, a half-second away from each other. The shots are going. Cuddle Crew has the lead, though. Will the shot be able to go through? Yes!
Cuddle Crew goes
take it down. 999, 1,000. Gotaga and Ravens Revenge in the closest nail-biter yet. Edge out the Cuddle Crew in 2 teams who we said we wanted to see more. They brought more.
Are you kidding me? The Fish fans step up and shut it down. Just the fact they stepped on the point, they could have earned points and they lost the lead. They were just a pick ahead. That could have been their game.
I mean, it's just check out the replay. You can see the counter in the top right, but the Fish fan going up and challenging on the other side. You can see them hopping up there. no one was at the Ravens' revenge as soon as they were there, and the celebration too. You have to be excited when you see that victory royale screen pop off when you're up there. I mean, what's it like to win a game on that stage? I have no idea. Those guys do, though.
At some point before the game, we're going to recap a point there, because they were one pick ahead. They were there, knocking on the door, 55,000 away from bonus prize on top of this entire competition. It was right there.
And it got taken away, and this is why I love Sky Station Showdown. The clutch little moments, the interactions that happen, very similar to Battle Royale, where every single thing that is happening on the map can affect the overall end result of the game. As you see there in Ravens' Revenge, closing it out, Gotaga, the competitive veteran, able to clutch it up in the final moments. Magma, Archer, and Chappie as well, just a great performance out of them, taking the top spot in the final match of the first set.
Now I get to say, I was right the whole time. I started off with, Ravens' Revenge, kind of making me feel like, hey, oh my God, let's go with your gut, guys, all right? Ravens' Revenge, that's who I said when I started this whole thing. I told you.
You know, he's not wrong. They were able to take it there, but we're going to throw it up top to an interview with Ravens' Revenge with Zeke. Zeke, you there, buddy?
I am here, son. Now, thank you so much. Fun fact, Monster did in fact say Ravens' Revenge would win. I've got your back, Monster. I am here. You guys got your revenge. I gotta ask, first question to you, Gotaga. How's it feel to be here in the stadium, the fans, the roar, and to be facing up against your peers? Is it what you expected?
Honestly, it's crazy, and I have a really strong team. We are leading a lot from our mistakes. I'm so glad to be here, to be honest. That's... I don't know how to describe it.
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy being here. I'm right there with you. All right, so now who's the raw shot calls? Is it you?
Kind of all four of us. We were playing too afraid at first, so we just had to just go and spawn trap. That was okay.
Okay, what do you guys feel like? You guys know, talking through the game, you guys waiting for you, or you guys like to apart?
Yeah, we're trying to, really pressure Ninja's team. We're trying to put pressure on that. And yeah, we were able to control it over them. They ended up pushing off over to the center. And yeah, we were able to play our game and play what we wanted.
Awesome. Loser. Right, what do you want to say to all the fans that are here watching, you guys on, and from home?
I don't know, just enjoying the show. Amazing, honestly.
Well, congratulations, guys. Now, I believe for now, we're going to send it over to Golden Boy, who is standing by.
Going on there, and now what we're doing right now, hanging out as they walk back over. Brilliantly done there. The teamwork from them was just on point. We talked about it. All four strong players from Gotaga, and they're happy with them. And that puts them immediately into contention because it's a cumulative prize point to find out who will take that first Silver Llama and kind of get a leg up for the rest of the creative finals.
I actually want to touch on something that, was kind of interesting. He called Ninja's capture point the green point. You guys are like that focus here. He's like, okay, we know who's kind of farming which one. They're shutting players down, shutting down the competition so that they can take these sets.
Well, that's the next step, right? As soon as you're immediately in there, and that's the big part for Sky Station that I enjoy, is you have the ability to see where the other opponents are in relation to the score. So if you want to go and try and make somebody's life difficult, you might not be maximizing career points, but you can effectively help your team the most by just denying the other guy's team. Like, hey, you just need to play this in the game. Maybe they default to rotating the other way. Maybe they go somewhere longer. Maybe they have to wait. It only pushes forward. All of those are advantages you can get by just putting pressure on the other. There's so many different players, and I think when we see the remix for this, it's going to be
you see someone and you know it's
don't forget, guys, here and at home, there's a remix version. We have some nice twisted surprise that we normally play for day one. That was just our first iteration of this round, and honestly, it was a great set. But that just leaves us with the question, too. The Funky Fighters, they had an amazing opening, right? Second place is great. You get big prize for that. You win game 2, and you kind of flop game 3. Depending on where they went, their average might have really been anchored down.
Yeah, that ends up being really, really, really harmful. But luckily there, if you're in the 4th to 8th range, there's no additional, I don't want to say penalty. players are all getting 10 points in the match themselves. But there's no additional gain after that fact. You're still able to stay back. So would have been really bring down the average. It's not the worst case scenario going on there. So they should still be at least in the running, but comfortable. Like not at all. It's so incredible, and now we are going to go over the stage. We have the results in your set.
I'm gonna spin. Hey, get off here. I'm not a fart on your controller.
Winning the double, go over to them. They will have that first silver llama, and there he is throwing it up. And I mean,
yep,
they did it. I thought maybe it wasn't enough, but it was. This celebration.
It's a little, I don't want to say like bittersweet there, but it's like kind of like getting pushed out in the last game, and then boom, you get it. But now the silver llama, but they're happy. They realize, and the big thing that gives them a leg for the rest of the competition. If they can win the next match, another team has to win both of them. But such a great job from the Funky Fighters, sticking to their guns, staying with the strategy, getting 2 top 2 finishes.
Getting together, showing team harmony. They're clearly happy. Take the first set. That's amazing. They're all to the right start, really. They need to add another 1 or 2 of those. This entire creative mind is there.
Again, we talked to Tomoya beforehand, and he was like, yeah,
it's because I'm cool, and I know
races. We want to be on that world run. We know we can do that. We have some really good runners, and then they turn around and do that.
I was just
showdown.
Yeah, I was just gonna touch it. I was like, you know what? Yeah, this wasn't even their strong suit, right? He did a death run at some point. That's when he recruited people. So toe-to-toe PvP sessions. That's actually crazy. And here's the team standings, Sundown.
Yeah, look at the final team standing. So Llama record just get edged out by $1,500 there. The Funky Fighters, you can see on the right-hand side, have been awarded that silver llama. Rounding it out, you got Ravens Revenge in the top 2, and Real Whip Warriors both at 55, sitting in 4th and 5th. Fish Fans of the time Soldiers almost got the chicken champions, but this is set 1 of 4. There's still tons of creative games to going on. I mean, it's been so good, and like we talked about earlier, we have a never before and game mode for you guys. I know we will be prop hunt, but something that's kind of similar to that. How many of you guys have played Red Light, Green Light at some point in time, right? You got that, I know, whether it might have been a little while ago. Junkyard Juke is a Red Light, Green Light prop hunt version where you will have 2 teams.
Look at that stupid guy setting still.
Rotate through every single one of the maps, and here you can see how to win. You have to dodge those guards, sprint into the center, and incinerate yourself in order to get
hell no!
How do they score?
Yeah, but also, before we get there, you only get to be guard once, and while you're guard, you do not have points. But yes, the points come in through the props themselves, and you are choose small, medium, or large objects to rank against. It's actually really difficult. Like I said, it's a hybrid. It's a real like.
I'm gonna play one more. You're eating cereal. I'm gonna play one more time. Cereal.
Always. Always an idea.
Yo, you got bullets for that gun? Hmm?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna shoot Jaden.
Why? These things hurt me.
Oh. Yeah, I was never gonna shoot him. Should I turn it off?
for those moving bushes, crates, and gnomes. And enjoy the Junkyard Juke.
Thank you so much, Zeke, for that update. That's Junkyard Juke, something that has never before been seen. It looks kind of a little simple, but it's wacky, it's fun. There's a lot of small little minutia that go into it, things you can min-max on, and also there's just a level of ridiculousness that I enjoy so much. Just seeing somebody turn themselves into a literal dumpster and then try and move their way past it. It's a lot of fun.
To life here as your favorite.
Whoa, you talking about my gameplay again? God, that's so rude.
Turn them into dumpsters, literally. We'll get to see that unfold here as, I gotta say, this is a frustrating game mode. It's very difficult. You guys are gonna see why. It is gonna be tough for some of these guys to bring in those big point objects. That's just gonna be the name of it. Who can score the most here?
Who can score, and how well are you playing defense? How well do you coordinate? Who is watching the right angles? And it's, again, interesting to see. Do they switch up their strategy after from game 1 to game 2? Because there's so many different things you can do. But we are about to have the world premiere of Junkyard Juke. We are getting into set number 2. The Funky Fighters have 1 silver llama. Look at the second. We now are in to set 2. Match 1, and right away you can see Chappa, Gotaga, Magma, and RTA of Raven's Revenge, and then the Little Bit Warriors, Ninja, Taco, Haldak, and Maze Kaz taking their shots off. Now, fun fact, the screens are there, you can't see, but you can shoot through them. So don't be afraid to take some shots. I mean,
some people are already shooting. They figured that part out. It looks like Chappy hasn't quite yet. He's kind of looking. He's just blind shooting. Oh, there it is. Now he's firing through. He's noticed, hey, these are not ricocheting off of this curtain here. I can fire right on through. So you want to stop them. You want to force stop them. You want to also kind of memorize the map and the lanes.
And right away you can see as soon as the blinds go down, people go, but the first points are starting to come through as Lachlan is able to get in. Panda Blood's team, the Llama Record Co, also able to get a 10-pointer and then a 5-pointer, following it directly behind. Oh no, it was another 10-pointer. So we already see some of the props having successful runs.
Look at him go. There it is. You saw a big old truck kind of sneak on by, and these objects are slipping right underneath. But who knows how long that'll last. Here's Scissors. You gotta park it. You gotta stay still. Oh, can he blend in?
And one other thing you can note there, the props will clip through other objects that are there. So if you see something that isn't sitting perfectly naturally like Scissors was, right there, clipped into it, boom, got him brilliantly done. Lachlan hits one of those bounce pads that are stuck in there. They will launch you up in the air, but great run coming out from X-Sandy and Tamoya, utilizing the air conditioners to find their way to the end. Benzor and Alex JJ desperately trying to get it. Alex JJ with another 10-point prop, and Hand of Blood was picked up just before. That would have been a huge swing, but right now, Sunshine Soldiers in first place with 35 points.
They are finding their rhythm here. Sunshine Soldiers taking the lead right now. This is a hard game mode to break free in because you got to think about it. These guards are not playing around. They are shooters, right, at heart. And at the end of the day, if something looks off, something looks odd, like this white vent here, you're just going to get popped. So you got to be careful here. And there it is. Nice job of, kind of hitting the brakes here. And, oh, he hits one of those trapdoors. Let's talk about that, Sundown.
So you can actually see it. There is the little tiny springs. They launch you upwards. There's a couple that can be chained into each other. But if you are one of those bigger objects and you get sent up, you are just quite literally sometimes flying garbage.
Yeah. But, it would be too easy if we didn't lay traps around, right? So, you gotta kind of spice it up for the people that are turned into props, too.
So you can also, actually, the people who can turn into props, there's one pathway where you can chain 2 of them together. So if you get there, you almost land directly in front of it. So as long as you time it correctly, you can, like, lots of times they're a little bit more annoying, and boom, you can see that rusted truck going in. And now the Funky Fighters pulling out another.
And this is something getting into the incinerator, fully processed before the timer counts down, or else your point will not be processed.
Which is a big thing on the min-maxing. What we mean by that is maximizing your efficiency. So if you were to get the most points possible, you
run only 10 points the entire time. Not only because they're burned more, but they take less time to sort because they're the first one that goes through. The two-point props are able to run, I don't want to say relatively easier, but much easier compared to a dumpster and a card, particularly because you have cover. With that being said, it take about an extra 3 to 4 seconds to sort. That much less efficient, plus being only 20% of the point value.
Harris chosen a big object. Achin and Zond over here, smaller objects. They're kind of blending right into all of the dumpster trash. Clearly harder to track down and kind of, I guess, how do I say this? Sort out, right?
Yeah.
Amongst all the clutter here.
Exactly. You want things that don't stick out, or you want something. You want to find a path for an object that you can take all the time. So you notice how there's a section where there's like 4 or 5 rustic cars. Grab a rustic car and go park yourself with those. Yeah, the guy knows. The screen goes back up. Oh, there's still a bunch of rustic cars there. I'm here. Next thing you know, the problem. Walk slowly out. You can also, as you're running, walk rotation. So if you hit your crouch button, whatever you had that bound to, whether you're playing on controller, iPad, PC, all of them end up completely stopping, so it will send you totally naturally, just like what you would see.
This is also those moments, right, when you're in the guard. Oh, someone's got there. Awesome, Tamoya, nice job. Seeing something out of the ordinary to notice. Gets an elimination on the object. You don't earn points for that. So it's just your job to stop everyone from getting any kind of points. Don't break away with the lead. You're in the guard tower. You can't allow them to score if you're not scoring.
Which can end up being very interesting if the team in the lead, which generally happens because you have 3 chances to score, is shooting last round, right? Because then it's all about how good are your pressure. Starting to fire through the screens, very well done for them. Picking up an elim there, but right now, part of the really wrestling the lead away. All 3 of them sitting there at 60, but they're 500 process.
That's because the Funky Fighters cannot earn points here in the guard round. Sunshine Soldiers using this opportunity once again to just break away even closer to taking the lead. And Chicken Champions can't earn anything either.
I love that from Climax right away. Hides himself behind the box, and you see his hands. He's like, please.
Yeah.
Please. And then boom, gets the point, gets a nice little selfie going in. And you can see all of them getting sorted there. Another way, I'm all about the mid-max. Point your camera towards the end. You go just a little bit faster.
Sundown pulling off the strats here. The question is, can our competitors figure it out fast enough with their limited amount of games here? But 20 seconds on the clock. Can he get this in time? Remember, you gotta grab the dumpster, drop the dumpster, and get it processed. That was perfect.
That was so good by Stuart000 because he dodged the little springboard there. You saw him look at it and be like, oh, no, I'm good. And that was the last run. None of these props are going to be able to get sorted. Lockley gets picked out at the end. You can see 3, 2, 1, but not going to be enough. You need to get all the way through and sorted on the point as the rest of the denial comes through, and we're going to rotate the guards up again.
Yes, so we will have some huge guards take their place. This is obviously Chicken's opportunity to start scoring some points and hopefully close up the gap here. The Sunshine Soldiers now at the bottom layer of the guard tower, and the Fish Fam are at the top. So mix it up.
My eyes are on the Funky Fighters right now. They're very close, and on top of that, they're the team with the Silver Llama. As we talked about, they are so incredibly close, doing everything they can to push towards the top. And you can see they got a lot of ELMCs around where they were playing defense, so not as much scoring going on. Only 35 points off the pace. But what I'm shocked about right now is there is nobody running 2-point props at all. 0.
Tamoya is a genius. He was already spotted out for the statue. He kind of hit over to the side and said, you know what, I kind of got to wait here. I can't park this statue. I know he's going to be hunting for me. And that's exactly what he does. Kind of sits it over on the side there. And that's how he earns himself another point. So they're actually playing very, very smart here. And that's why they've been doing so good at these competitions.
The guards need to be slightly more aggressive. There's it's unlimited ammunition. You can't run out. If you think something is suspicious, or if you just want to take a shot at it, shoot your shot. What's the worst case that happens? You miss. No action stats going on. If something looks suspicious, don't let it through. You're the guards, and you want to deny as much as possible. And again, every match is for $55,000 for the winning team. You want that in. Into the llamas as well. You don't want to end up in that 4th to 8th spot. You want to push past your competitors as we see a whole mess air conditioners going into the water heaters in. It was fantastic for Ravens Revenge, and Llama Record Co are also climbing their way up the leaderboard, 110 points so far.
Great job for the Llama Record Company. Alex, JJ, Carnifex, Venoff, and the Blood. This team is doing great right here as they seemingly inch their way to the top somehow, overtaking the Kodo crew. Which, by the way, Lachlan's team has been showing up here. It's good to see. That's a little bit of domination.
Well, like we said, the creative finals is all about celebrating the different types of skills. There's different ways to express that. We have the World Run winners there. We saw Sky Station shows up building in team tactics. And right now, Prop 1 is all about min-maxing efficiency, working together, and hitting your shots.
Yeah, absolutely, because when you're in that guard tower, you don't have opportunities. You're just left to score. There's no way with the lead. Then on bullseye is kind of blending right in.
The archery target, there's a lot of them out there, but you need to be careful because they're slightly harder. Really?
He's floating up there.
He got like a look at his face, like there's no way this works. And one other thing to talk about is orientation of your prop. So you notice he actually swapped his camera and pointed in the other direction. Unfortunately, was flipping into the crash pad. If you're running forward, your prop faces backwards. So you need to run and then turn, settle yourself. That's the best way, or you orient around the stuff that's near you. Because if you're facing in a totally random direction, it's better earn a ball in most circumstances.
I love how aggressive they were at the final moment. The clock was...
You gotta go!
Yeah, the clock was ticking. They're like, you know what, we gotta get in here. But that was round 3 of 4 for this first game right here. And, they're kind of going either which way. So if you already had your shot at the guard tower, you're safe. You're good. This is your last opportunity. The guard tower, that's all the points you got. That's it. They have to hold it.
Who is running? Who is mentality? One good score or goal. So right now, right away, Llama Record Co up there. And that goes to the Llama Record Co is in first right now, and I think Kodo Crew is with them as well. So it's typical that the top 2 would be up. It is. The top 2 teams are in the guard tower. So right now, everyone needs to unseat them. Otherwise, they will take this first match with Set 2.
It's a pretty big lead. Whoever is left in the game, the Sunshine Soldiers, Christian Fighters, Chicken Champion, you gotta bring these big items forward and do it successfully. There's a limited time left in this round right here because if not, it's gonna be hard to catch up to that 150.
Right there. Look at Senna shooting. He's shooting everything. He's the worst in terms of that's the one Elo. He thinks doesn't look normal. Anything that maybe not have been done.
One of my favorite things, watching them just shoot the boxes. Like, what's that? Was that there? Was that there? Was that there? Was that there? He's just taking shots. That's exactly what you got to do here if you want to hold this lead here. And that's why they're dominating. You can see the no hesitation really coming out of them. And that's why they have the lead right now. And it's great. It's great that they're hitting in shots. It's great that's been on the
But the Funky Fighters, we talked about it, eyes on them, already up to 120. One more 10-point prop will put them past. And unfortunately for Ninja there, does get hit on the springboard, but gets in anyway, so just a little bit of time loss. A great shot from Lachlan. My lord, I barely even saw that.
Four Turtle from Australia hit a springboard, and Lachlan shut that down. His fellow Australian brother right there. Very nicely done. You don't want to hit those springboards, man.
And now you can see 125 from the Funky Fighters. They're doing everything they can to overtake. They want this match victory. They want to keep the momentum rolling. But the Kodo Group is doing a great job of picking up targets, running their timeout, getting some both right as they get out of spawn and before they're about to score, which is a waste of time. It's even that much more efficient.
like a Spanger. He really likes Spanger. That's kind of the best city in the world. And that's why I picked him first, for example.
Okay, now Spinos, I'm going to put you on blast for a second because we've known each other for quite a while. You know, I'd like to believe that your creativity is what allowed you to win. Let's think back to the time where you wore an entire green outfit and you danced and had a galaxy over yourself. Do you feel like that galaxy and that kind of creativity helped you get this dub?
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
I think people at home that watched, you guys probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's go over this way now. What did you think about that game? Was it what you expected? Was it different? Did it catch off guard? Were you ready to just jump into it?
It's enjoyable. Once you get the hang of it, it gets a lot easier. You just got to work out who's good at aiming, which team's on the tower, and after that, you're good.
All right, final question. Do you think you have what it takes? Are you gonna? Is the Llama Record Company going to be the team? You think someone else is standing in your way, or is it all you guys?
I think it's going to be all us, yes.
There you go, man. A few words, that's all they need. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Best of luck going forward. Back to you guys on the deck.
Thank you so much, Zeke. Another brilliant performance there coming out of the Llama Record Company. We talked about their versatility. We talked about how quickly they pick up competitive matches. But this is what happened in the first set, right? They were there. They were confident. They're like, yeah, once you get it, it's easy. And then all the other teams immediately caught up. So it'll be very interesting to see if the same story from set 1 is what's happening in set 2.
Yep, that's right. Alex up there said it best. You know, he had the confidence. He felt good in those final moments. Hey, you know, once you figure out who the team is,
yeah, I mean, if somebody is hitting all their shots, you need to take a different route. You can't go continuously challenge them because, again, we talked about that. If you waste all the time to run through and the guy hits a lucky, I don't want to say lucky blind fire, but a consistent blind fire through there, don't keep running that way. But like we said, this is the first time seeing the Junkyard Juke mode, and we talked about the prop hunt mode earlier, but you can play it live right now in-game. There's an LTN that's available only for this weekend. Let's check it out. Like we said, you can check that out live in client. It's LTN that is available only for this weekend. And Monster, have you had a chance to play Prop Hunt?
Well, all week long now, I finally really got to experience the Prop Hunt. And before this, I kind of heard you guys talk about it. I was like, is that something I want to try out? But no, it honestly was very fun.
There's so many just fun moments, but the ability to then push it to a competitive level, these guys are doing great. But we're now going to get into match 2 of set 2. The second time you will have seen Junkyard Juke, and let's see who is able to push on. The match is about to start. Here we go, the creative finals at the Fortnite World Cup, set 2, match 2 of Junkyard Juke.
That's right. So in the tower, we have Ninja's team, the Little, Whip, Warriors, Taco, Gaz, Taldoff. And we're jumping straight into their POV. So notice Ninja firing right through those ones. He saw something moving back there. He's trying to pinpoint. What was it? He does, of course, track him down with Sport Turtle. Just a little pixel. You know, you stand out, you're going to get popped here.
It needs to make sure he's still watching his left-hand side, though, because there is a whole run on that corner right now where people will be able to come out, and now all of a sudden you see Alex JJ, Tyler, Ryan Fanta, MSYB, all heading in that direction. Nobody is checking that corner. He's checking it every now and then, but he's primarily aiming on the right, and right as I say that now, looks back on over as the rush comes through, but MSYB and Rubius are able to get in. Brilliantly done from them, getting the first points on the board as the Funky Fighters are able to pull out.
What do you think, though? Would you rather be up in the guard tower first and kind of get that out the way? Or would you prefer to kind of jump in as a prop and get your points first?
So for me, it depends if I can get a lead. If I have a lead, obviously I want to be a guard tower because I'm very confident in my ability to just spam shots in the right direction because I know like I can find the sight line and all that. With that being said, if you can get in the guard tower early and you do incredibly well, it gives you the bonus. You know how many points you need to get. You know how consistent and fast you can run. And right now we're seeing a lot more 5-point props than last round. People consistently trying to get those in, recognizing, hey, they're a little bit
quicker. People are finding their angles now. But as I say that, Achim with the Sunshine Soldiers is in that truck. 10 points going over to them. 15 actually, as a 5-pointer got sorted right at the same time.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, the Sunshine Soldiers had a great last run. Achim and his crew really pulled it together. They were at the top for a while there. In those final moments, we saw the Chicken Champs take away and kind of break away. And now look, no surprise, Chicken Champs, they're feeling it. They found their rhythm towards the end of the last one. If they carry that over, it's going to be a close one.
And he expects to hit that twice over there, doing everything he can to not get hit. And he does get the hit. He's going through, and Clyde gets picked right at the end.
Right through the curtain. Taco is like, you know what? I'm going to check the close area. Look at how Chappy's doing it as well. He's actually eliminated 9 props so far, so he is really firing away here, trying to see if anyone's trying to make a mad dash while the curtains are up, and he gets caught right there.
Good shot right away. 20 seconds left, so players need to start running if they're going. Good shots coming out from Trappy to get it there, get the reload off. Saw the truck over on the side, is able to pick that one up, and I was looking for the smaller props towards the side. Knew there was movement, just once fired up. Only 10 seconds left. They should be able to get the defense, but there goes a bucket. Look at the cactus.
It was a hard hit.
Was able to pick it up just at the last second. Good attempt from Kutu, and you can see the points already coming across. Players so far sticking to their game plan. 5 and 10 point props all the way.
The way to go, get your way up and over to that victory there. But that's just the first round of 4 here. Round 2 is going to begin. What's going to happen now is, again, the guard tower is going to mix up. We're going to see new players in the guard tower. The other players are going to see.
Give 1 round. The guard tower, 3 rounds of running as the clock. You can see the blinds go down, not letting anything happen as the props march their way.
This is fun right here. I love watching these trucks waddle about, really trying to find their way. And they see the light go to change, plant themselves down, and they're back out to the field here.
It's desperately trying to get that teddy bear incinerator. Not a sentence I ever thought I would say there, as the Archer is now doing everything he can, hits the bounce target twice and is able to convert as Magma gets another run and sneaks in under the shots of Perseus.
That's right. This is just getting closer and closer as we have a 3-way tie now. The Fish Fam, Llama Record Company, the Cuddle Crew, all at the top here, and it's still a very close game so far. Dan Yan right here from the Sunshine Soldiers, peeking around, using that camera angle, trying to see when it's time. Wants to waste no time here. That it goes down and off to the races she goes. Will it change? Yep. Actually, stops early too.
Has to be having a blast right now. She says one of her favorite things about creative mode is kind of the wacky and Waynian situations you get, particularly like prop hunt. So she's doing incredibly well and enjoying herself. And as you can see there, her team is able to get a couple of props in there. Gotaga and Clitex try to make the final little sprint. Hand of Blood is another 2 points over as the top of the 5-point statue there. Scissors is hanging around on the side there. Will go through. No, I did not mean to call you trash. You just are a dumpster now, quite literally.
Literally, but oh, the rage! I read the lips. He said I was so mad. He got taken out right there. And I like this. Let's see how he decides. He's going for those 10 points, though. Notice he went straight to the right for the big objects. That's the risk.
Not only get the back to your bigger, easier to see while you're moving, but you need to find a blank space in order to set down. Can't be clipping into anything else with 45 seconds remaining in round 2. And you can see Spedas a minute before the guard looked at him. He's like, I don't. Nah, I'm out. Right there. And right now, relatively top heavy. 70-70, and as I said, Fishman does get their 80th point, but Lachlan hanging out on top of the rubble, 28 seconds left, does find an angle that,
you know, he actually really didn't park either. He just jumped on top of it. You know, I haven't been to this section here where all the vehicles are.
This is the section I'm talking about, where you see a burger in a bucket, go out, and and as long as you either full run the time through, or you opt to sit still during that time, then you're good. You will score literally every single run. It has to be a 2-point prop, and you have to go to that exit.
Oh, Dan Yan right there, unfortunately, couldn't push through in those final moments there. And that was round 2 of 4. We are looking to get, we can earn some more points. And every single set matters, right? Every game matters. Because there's a lot of prizes on it.
Yes, every single match is important. Top 4 will receive a gradient of money going from $55,000 down to 20, and then you have the 4th and 10th all receiving 10. That prize is then decided who will receive the Silver Llama. Among the fighters who currently have one, who will be able to prize it.
Clitax, that vehicle is way too big, buddy. You can't just be trying to squeeze it behind that and not think someone's going to see the tail end of it. Here we have Benzor and Drakias close by one another. Benzor gets popped through the blinds there. Right. He's going to take a couple shots. He said, does this truck belong here? He didn't miss, though. Lucky for him. The bad aim and that moment right there is going to allow him to sneak that big 10-point. No! He can't save himself. Right there, that's no points for him. 10 is huge in this mode too. It's very difficult to get a vehicle all the way through.
I mean, it's sweet, right? If you think about it, the last round was one with 150 points, right? So if you get a singular 10-point profit, that's not an insignificant percentage there. Like, that's going to be able to help your team, but you also need to set your team as Aurora did. Charge button. It was like, I see you wiggling a little bit there. Yoink.
There's Ninja, Ryan, Franza, many others still in the running here. Moving straight through the curtain, almost with the beeline of the down the aisle there. Trying to see if he can get anything. Well, Dempsey's one thing moved in the air, and I think he might have taken that person out. Nobody wants it.
Communicate better right now. Nobody is covering that other side. We saw 2 teams able to get a run out. But right now, Llama Record Company still holding the lead, sitting at 100 points. All up on top right now. All the garbage. They're not scoring points.
He's so fast. Ryan Franza is so fast here with this prop. Even moving it, he doesn't care. He's going all the way for it. So he's got to watch for traps. See the fear? He's like,
consistently that take him to the corner of the guard tower, because the corner provides you with a little bit of natural cover, and it breaks that sight line up. If you're only staring out in one direction, it's super easy to be like, no, that car was not there. I know it was. If you're flipping back and forth across that corner piece, it just breaks up your field of view a little bit more. It's that much harder to try and figure out what's actually going on.
Oh boy, is MSYB going to be able to sneak this huge chuck in? Oh, he actually hit something there. He's going to sneak it right underneath. Lucky for him, the shot did not come back in time. But just that big archery target was almost enough to kind of block him right there. Venoss gets another large object in as well. That's another 10-pointer for the Llama Record. It was fully processed here, so now he's at 130. Can the Cuddle Crew hold the lead here, though? Can they secure it? All the Llama Record companies do not score right now. They'll continue to kind of stay in the lead.
See Scissors hitting that as the guard, and now we're final number two. And again, the Cuddle Crew and Llama Record Co. up on defense. Let's check out that scoreboard. And Cuddle Crew, Llama Record Co. first and second will be able to overtake them, and they are so close to 5 points separating. It's a battle for first and second.
Yes, Lackland and the rest of his team are trying their hardest to stop people from scoring. Chicken Champions get up. They can just easily snag this away, but for now they won't.
I thought he was going to shoot that car. He knew it wasn't that fine. Right around the corner, and it gets another one right after. Fire through the shade as Rubius is looking to post up there. Spanish Juger trying to find a way in, trying to lead his team, and they've overtaken the Llama Record Co. with plenty of time. They're tied to the target. The Chicken Champions as our match 2 winner. They need one prop.
That's right, they're so close here. Magma trying to hop on over. Who's it going to be for the Chicken Champions? Who's going to be?
Do you think they get a 2-point prop? They have the scoreboard in front.
excellent. They're able to tender defend that title for the match 2 victory and putting them in a good spot to contend for the set 2 llama.
You can see the excitement there on their faces as they just realize, hey man, we got this. We're in the running here. The Junkyard Juke could be ours.
And you can see they're still talking gameplay right now. Like, they want to know, what can we do more? That play you did right there was awesome, but they want the next one because there's 3 matches for each one of the sets. And a win there would put them in a fantastic spot to get the 2nd Silver Llama. You need that in order to be in contention. And if they're able to split it up away and deny it from the Funky Fighters, the field's wide open.
Yes, it's not over yet. That's just another team who takes a victory here, making it that much closer of a running so far. And we saw the Ravens Revenge kind of sneak up too. You need as many points as possible. The bigger the placement, the better the prize as well for the round. So you can't just give up either. You got to push it all the way to the front.
And hey, hats off to whoever's call that was on Ravens Revenge. That was a brilliant decision, showing exactly why you were able to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals, why you're playing on that stage. Those are the big plays, but again, brilliantly done from the Chicken Champions. Consistent runs, stuck to their statues, stuck to their routes, and took the corners. And now we're actually going to have a chance to talk to our Chicken Champions, the Match 2 champions. Zeke has them up there on the top floor. Zeke, what do you got for us?
What's going on, guys? I'm hanging out with the Chicken Champions, guys. That game was insane. Feathers were flying, and you guys clutch it up. Did you figure out the strategy? Because you guys were well and ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, we practiced yesterday, and everything is thanks to this guy. This guy always goes for the 10 points, always, and he always gets it. So thanks to you, man.
All right, then I'm coming to you, Mr. Carey. What was the strategy? How did you get the 10 points in there? Was it the same every time? Did you switch things up?
Yeah, go for the 10 points each time and do the same strategy.
So in this intense game of red light, green light, were you like stopping early, or were you just like going as far as you could go and then waiting for someone to spot you and stopping, or what was your plan?
I'm taking it very patiently. Yeah.
All right, now over to you guys. What do you guys think of this game mode? Has it been everything you thought it's been?
Yeah, it's great. We had a game plan. We definitely did what we came to do, and that's what we expected.
Very well executed. You did not lay an egg. All right, final question for you. I want to give you the chance to tell the world, you know, all the fans something. What do you want to tell them?
Thanks for the support from Spain for the other world, and my team is it's good in this mode, and will we win the next match?
There you go. The excitement is real. Gentlemen, congratulations. Best of luck going forward. We're sending it back your way.
Brilliantly done there from the Chicken Champions. Thank you so much, Zeke. They're excited to be there. They stuck to the gameplay. And shout out to Bensor. The one thing he was looking forward to on this trip, you want to play in front of a big crowd. He got that moment, running through, securing that for the Chicken Champions. And immediately El Rubius turned to him and was like, it's all him, man. He put the team on his back or put the team in his dumpster. I don't know. That normally that wouldn't be a good thing, but in this circumstance, hey, it worked out for him.
Yeah, another prop to Piotr as well. The only, or one of 2 controller players here, you know, in the creative finals. So very nice of him to kind of represent for those guys as well. And again, showing that he's got the moves out there.
He had the moves, was able to find the right angles, and now we've seen some developments from match 1 to match 2. What was the big thing that stuck out from you that was different?
In that last one, honestly, finally seeing someone pick up those 2-point props, right? Usually those are points right there. But with that, we'll jump over to Bala and take a fun look at some of the things that developed in our last few moments.
Thank you so much, guys. Yes, the Junkyard Juke is developing nicely. Everybody's starting to figure out what all the different tools and shots they have available to them. And with that, we're going to hop into some of the tips and tricks that I've seen from the Junkyard Juke so far. We can roll the clip right now as all these players. The first thing I want to point out is there are these springboards. Unfortunately, DanYan gets picked out of the sky there. Not too happy about that. But moving on to Tomoya using the statue. This is one of the interesting scores I saw with the statue. The object being useful. Scissors using the springboard. The recovery just barely doesn't get into the incinerator at the last second. And then here we have Tomoya. No, sorry. We have, again, just an awesome run towards there. Looking like a scene out of everybody, you know, crossing the street at the same time. Here's Tracius hitting some amazing shots through the block. And then he just continues shooting, just hoping that he can get a shot. This is the other coming through, doing the same thing, but then also synchronizing, making sure they have on all angles. Finally, Tomoya made some amazing calls. We'll listen to them in a second, but this is what he did. Always timing it perfectly so that he can get in and make sure that his teammates also go at the same time and make it into that incinerator. So we're gonna head and listen to what those communications were like from Tomoya and team. In this one, they made sure that 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, I got 10, I got 10, we are both, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stop. Oh, they kill me. If they don't kill me, I shot 10. Don't 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. No! You kill me. Oh. We are strong team. Yeah. I scored 0 in the second round, that's the problem.
I scored 0 in the first.
Like, we are all close points. There you go. The Funky Fighters, you know they won the first Silver Llama. We're going to see if they can win the next one. We got one more match here on Junkyard Juke to go. And we'll see who will come out on top with the Silver Llama from this. Guys, back to you.
Thank you so much, Bala, for that great breakdown. Listening to the calls, that's one thing I hadn't considered. I was just kind of like, yeah, it's going to come up now, but these guys all on guns talking. One guy counted out, that guy's just like a professional, make sure he has it on the dot every single time. Brilliantly done from them, but will they be able to take back that top spot? We've seen them do it. If they can grab that Silver Llama, they'll be in such a good spot. But right now, they aren't seeing the same success they saw before.
Yeah, you want to get the Silver Llama, but to get there, you got to make a new strategy. I think that right there, there was a lot of information in that bit right there. You kind of noticed the team synergy, and he said something very important in his interview there. He talked about being patient. You really have to be patient. You can't let the frustration get to you. Saw Scissors very expressive on the cam. It's hard to get the pointer, and that's what I talked about before this whole thing started. I said, trust me, this is a lot harder than you guys think. You might just, oh yeah, I'll turn it to something and run it through. Nah, man, you're gonna get shut down.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, it's the mental aspect that really, if you're able to frustrate somebody else, then they're that much more off their game. And these guys are all great at that. Thank you guys so much for joining us here. And again, don't forget, there is a fantastic, awesome event-specific merch starting here, right now, today on the 26th. You can also get it on retailrow.com. Make sure you celebrate the event. Remember to grab some from your friends, your brothers, your family, people who couldn't be here, and celebrate the first ever Fortnite World Cup.
Yeah, you saw some of your favorite pros and competitors here rocking that new swag. Definitely loving it. All types of collaborations going on here. I love it when Fortnite releases new gear. Spice stuff.
I'm always a fan of anything Fortnite swag. That's pretty much like 98% of my wardrobe. At this point, I mean, love the logos, love the bright colors, but enough from us. Match 3, set number 2, the final one on the original version of Junkyard Juke before we see the remix later on. Are you guys ready? And let's begin the first round. Match number 3, set number 2. Who will be able to incinerate the top the most? Who will push out to the lead? And can anybody upset the Funky Fighters who took that first llama? You need to make sure they don't get this one here. And basically, everyone is first close.
Yep, you can see there, Taldak did land a shot straight through the area. Another kind of lane, right? You want to look at your lane, see which lane is available to you that's easy to maneuver the objects you want to bring through. Vitex, for example, here is using a bear. There are no bears in this section, but he says, you know what? It's all good. I can sneak this around.
So the big thing with the bear, though, that you don't have to consider is the color. In the junkyard, you're a little bit in one of those desert biome situations. There's a lot of kind of muddle grounds and oranges around there. It makes it that much harder to stick out. However, if you grab the snowman, you're just really flexing on everyone. It's like, yeah, I'm a snowman. I'm a snowman in the desert, and I'm going to score on you.
That's pretty hilarious because, we haven't seen anyone pull out the weird objects in the back end for good reason. There are a couple other fun ones back there. If we get a pan around later, you'll probably notice a big old snowman or something like that. But with all this money on the line, there's no way anyone has time to play around like that.
You
can't play around every single one of those matters. And right now, we see Sunshine Soldiers swapping over. They've already put in 2 props, so it's slightly more efficient on those runs, but good job getting on the board consistently. And as we say that, 5-pointer goes in, they have the funky pressure and a singular 10-point run, so trying to get every possible point. It's all about and maxing efficiency.
Honestly, the Little Warriors are doing a great job at defending here. They all have a ton of elimination. Taldeck at 6, top 5, Cat Ninja, both tied at 7. That is pretty good. They're shutting down all of their remaining teams that are not with as your guards don't accumulate any points. So it's good. They're knocking this out the way, and they're doing a great job
keeping them out. Make sure you find the right lane. Sometimes shots out in the right spot. As much as possible. Hold on. That was sick.
Are you behind that? Yes, that's that. Didn't see the report. Didn't see that either. So far, spotting things through the current. Let's see if he can find another here. Shot. Oh, something landed. That's why you don't want to hit those spring traps there.
They make it so difficult when you're a larger object coming back down. It's just so much motion on the screen. When everything else is still, you see that thing falling through, like it's an easy shot. Particularly, all have been able to hit their shots, and then, I mean, Little Whip Warriors is a team of hit your shots.
That's right. There it is. Last opportunity to make a point and just concluded. That was the first round for these. So we're going to switch up the guards now. Little Whip Warriors get a chance at least kind of earn some points.
That's actually so cool. That's so cool. Look at that.
Yo, looks real.
Yo, shout out to the observers. That shit right there, that's really cool. Big fan of it going out. And as you can see now, round 2 is underway. This is the final match on Junkyo Upset 2. Right off the bat, standard water heater marching on out.
Yeah, that archery it's one of these smaller, large objects. Agba doesn't even care. He's patient. He saw the blind open up. He just kept going. Venom did pump the brakes, but even right here, and then very early, trying to get as many points as possible right here.
Did get picked up. It might have been the hook there. That's the one thing that you need to know that makes it very difficult about the hook like with the archery target is the fact that because it has those play legs, you can about where you're setting down. Otherwise, that book would be a giveaway. You decide to look down and double check that box, but there's 6 other boxes around. So, simply safe, good path chosen there from Tyler, and obviously stopped him being a little bit impatient. It might have cost him there. I think he would have had it if he had just go full send. I think he thinks so too.
Yo, it makes me laugh to see him scratch his head, his jaw just like, oh, he is so close. Now that he is going to find a little bit of success there as the Suezo, and we saw Alex J for a bit is very close to scoring as well. Here's Zan from the Fish Fam presenting, hugging really close to that Cactus. So long as he's not pushing through it, he is going to be able to sneak on out. He kind of hit the players. He comes down, he's trying to make Tomoya and his team up top. Funky Fighters are at 5 points now in the guard tower. They can't earn anymore.
That was a great it doesn't matter, gets picked up anyway as he's like, hey, there wasn't a card there before. Alex JJ now looking to find a run Fishman and the coach at the top, but again, haven't had the chance to be up there, so can be expected. Alex JJ now 2 targets, both running out good stops at the same time, but particularly if you have 2 people, say, being the same path as the same item, it kind of has a little bit more of a benefit because you're like, yeah, those were both there but mine. There's no way those are both props.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, you know what? Honestly, you see a bunch of the same things, they blend in a little more. It's when something's an oddball that you really start to shoot. So maybe it is a good idea for...
There's split spawns, so you don't always consistently. There's different spawn points around the map that have the different exits as you go out, so you can coordinate with a teammate. Or what you can also do is sort of bait somebody else to do it, right? So you see somebody who's running an archery target, and you're like, okay, I'm just going to grab that too, and you follow their path. And if they get picked up, oh, well, you look slightly more natural, particularly if you're that much more patient. And you can see Svenos is actually doing that right now with Carnifex, both of them going into the box. So it does hit the score, find the car, and will get the score. That
took advantage of that. Fighter let his guard down for just a second there, and he did get some sync on through. So that was the big point there in the final seconds. Next round is going to begin. We're going to switch up the guards. Look.
No dancing, just props. Upset too at the creative finals. Who will be able to take that second silver moment? Now, is going into the 10-point prop right away. Kuzu does get the mimic, but then opts to go for a different route as players are starting to feel a little bit of the pressure here. You can tell they need to score. Misspoke there, meaning the Chicken Champions had already shot.
Oh,
the fact
okay,
that they're
okay.
already
Llama,
Llama needs to press on it. The only team who really has a definitive lead right now is the Chicken Champions. Effectively, they're up 30 points on the rest of the field because Cuddle Team and Llama Record both have to shoot next round.
Oh boy, so if they can't secure a big lead here in the last couple of seconds if something can't get processed. Oh, the poor Burger at the very end.
Burger did not get processed. We like it, never frozen there. Brilliantly done. Doesn't find it. Great work from coming out, and Carnifex doing a great job. Round 4 will begin. It's going to be the last match, and we're going to see what the line is going to be. Who is up in the tower? Who will be able to defend? And can they hold them off? Again, it's Llama Record Co. and the Cuddle Crew up there. Lotaga's already up there. You can see the Chicken Champions were able to connect, so it's all about can a Little Whip and them catch up. They need a fantastic run, and they have to do everything to deny him, and you can see right away already tunneling in on those 10-point props.
Yeah, the Cuddle Crew cannot earn points. The Chicken Champions already have the lead. They just kind of continue to press on here. Llama Records are up at their run, but it still matters. There's so much on the line for depending on each game, right? Each game is worth so much. You still want to hold your placement regardless of what. This is still a fantastic game for all the teams in the top 3 right now.
And I mean, we saw the Ravens come up huge in their last match, pushing all the way from 7th into 3rd because of clutch last-minute decision-making. Right now, Little Whips are trying to do everything they can to catch up with the Chicken Champions and not deny them. Ninja still sticking with the water heater runs, trying to get as many of those in, but the Chicken Champions are still stretching out their lead. They have a 25-point lead, which means fast running with a 5-point. Do
doing a patient 5-point strategy right now. They won't have enough time with how good the Chicken Champions have been. They have been the prop masters so far.
Yes, they have. They were doing so good. And oh, Ninja hits a huge spike there. He's trying to dodge, and he's so close to making it through. Very, very close. Here comes a 10-pointer from Taldox. Sneaks it right in. That's great for the Little Whip Warriors. That's actually going to throw them over the Llama Record Company right there. Cuddle Crew actually is somehow up. Look, the Little Whip Warriors actually went to second place now. They're so close to overthrowing the Chicken Champions as well.
It's going to come down to the last final moment. Can the Little Whip Warriors get the runs they need to? You can see Cass is taking the corner route, trying to find whatever he can, and he's doing it very well so far. Avoiding the jump pads there. Pretty sure Ninja called those ones out on the run since he hit them on the last time. You can see they're only 20 points down. They're all on 5-point props right now. They will be able to do it, but all of a sudden, Fish Fam is right there as well. They're only 25 points up. Here comes a rotation of prop. 5 points will be coming across for the Little Whips. Fish Fam also getting it, but Cuddle Crew does finally get pushed up there. Brilliantly done. 15 points now separates them, but Ryan gets one in for the Tender Defenders, pushing it back up to 25 with only 30 seconds remaining. Rubius knows if he can get this water heater in, if he can be safe. Oh, apologies, hidden so well. He was the statue going on there. And as you can see, hits the jump pad, stays on the corner, will get it in. That's going to push them 30 points clear. But as I say that, Fish Fam catches right back up. 19 seconds left, Monster, in the final match of set 2 on Junkyard Juke. Can the last minute scores come through? 25 points, they need a run of 10. Kaz got in, the box is coming just behind. Fish Fam gets picked up. The Chicken Champions have done enough to round out the final match. Brilliantly done in match 2, repeat at match 3. They are the Chicken Champions. Excellently done, and they defended their crown.
That's right, and you have to give props to everyone else that managed to kind of hold a top 3 lead, especially right there in those final moments. The Little Whip Warriors, the Fish Fam really coming up at the end there, bumping up their prize earnings, because every round, everyone's a winner, but you can earn just a little bit more. You can win a little bit more.
Yeah, it was just brilliantly done there. And these are actually the creators who helped with this. Brilliantly done from them. Some fantastic gentlemen. Thank you guys all so much for your help in making this mode come to life. Some fine gentlemen up there, the creative builders, were at that game jam out there, spent hours and hours, and it really blows my mind to see what they're able to do in this creative mode. Just like, I'll go in, I'll play some stuff. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good. And they're like, oh yeah, after 20 minutes, I have this full game mode. Here's how the scoring works. Here's the barriers. I'm like,
that's the magic of creative, right? These unlimited possibilities, really, when it comes down to coming up with these game modes. We've seen tons of fun ones, obviously developed not only for the creative kind of fun side of the community, but the comp side as well, right? Plenty of great game modes out there.
Yeah, shout out to all the guys out there playing Storm Wars. We know you guys enjoy it, but that was a fantastic way to close out set number 2. And a brilliant, honestly, I enjoyed Junkyard Juke. It was fun to see kind of the definitive playstyles come out. Patience ended up being key, but players started finding the diagonal runs, knowing that, like, hey, I'm going to stick with the statue because this is my comfort, or like, I know on this run I can be blocked by this tree and this dumpster, and I only show myself once. But again, brilliant from the Fish Fam and Little Whip Warriors to push up and pass those guys in the last moments, pushing them into the top 4 and earning just a little bit more of that prize money.
That's right, because they want it all here at the Fortnite Creative Finals, and it's going down. So, you know, you love to see it. We've seen a series of, you know, I guess, different succeeds, and all of these Chicken Champions really kind of came out.
That's what, again, I love about all of this and about creative. There's so many different skills that Fortnite isn't all about one individual thing. You see these guys, and what they're doing is incredibly well. Able to execute the game plan, talk with their teammates, come up with something new, and the Chicken Champions elevated. They were clearly better than the rest at Junkyard Juke, but the question is, will that continue with the right now? We're going to get a chance to speak with the Chicken Champions, who's up top with Bruce. What do you got?
So much Sundown. I'm down here with the Chicken Champions, who surprisingly didn't fly the coop. They put on an absolute clinic today in the creative trials. I'm here with Rubius. Now, you guys won the last game as well, so 2 in a row. Great strategy. Do you want to kind of talk me through that a little bit?
Oh, what can I say? It's the power of Norway, the power of Spain, and the power of Detroit. Like, we're crushing it, and we're a chicken, so we're good at hiding. Like, we're not good at shooting and stuff, but at hiding. Well, let him take the big stuff, and we are like the supports. Like, we take the stuff The 5 points and stuff like that. And the trick is, don't tell them anybody, but the trick is to go in the corners. Like, no one is watching the corners. It's the same.
So no one is watching the corners. That put a little bit more pressure on you?
No, it's good. It works good, so.
So you guys have a ton of confidence now. In the rest of the team, going into these next games, do you have anything you're going to change, or are you going to keep things the same?
We're just going to keep things the same, stay consistent, keep low.
Now, I know you guys have really not played together much, but what has that been like, coming together, playing here with your teammates from all over the world?
It's amazing. I share this moment with my team, and the next moment it's amazing. It's parkour. I think my team is very good in parkour, and I win.
You guys are so confident. I love it. Hopefully that carries on into your next game. Congratulations again, guys. Thank you so much. Sundown, back to you. There we go.
It's everywhere, man. For the plug out there, El Rubius, fantastically well done. Love to everyone all over, no matter where you're watching, whether it's Fortnite.com/cloud, on Twitch, on YouTube. Set 2 is done. It's going to be interesting to see what ends up converting into that Golden Games when we see a little bit of a remix on it. Not going to spoil any surprise. I know, it's fine, but I'm just curious to see who is able to then take their gameplay and enact it when you get to think on it, because you get to then process and be like, okay, we were right there. So like, maybe if we were a little bit better defensive, or maybe one person picked a different game, the result would have been different. And these guys have been so good at adapting to the circumstances that I have no doubt that the champions aren't just going to comfortably sit on top.
Yeah, not only that, they gave away some strategies, so we'll see if all on that side can some kind of.
Thank you so much, guys. The action is heating up. It's also heating up outside. Trying to cool off a little bit here at the Fan Festival, but games of Junkyard Juke and Chicken Champions seems to be racing away with this one. We're going to take a look at some of the moments from that last game and how they here. First off, flexing a little bit their trophy that they may have just secured in terms of a llama. We'll find out that later. But their strategy the entire time, they before in the last game, they're just trying to go for the high points. They're just trying to score these, at least getting not those 2 points that Monster was advocating for, but go for the statues, go for the boilers, all those things that get tons of points, and that's how they come out to a lead. Here it is again, then cheering on. We have the reactions from the Chicken Champions on their win as well. Nice trophy lifts. Maybe they'll be doing that later on here. The statue using that to get above the opponent's vision, their field of view, so that they can't see, they can't hit their shots, and the reactions of the win. Just bliss as they win their second game there on Junkyard Juke. Absolutely amazing stuff, guys. Can't wait to see who's going to earn that and who's going to continue on towards their path to the Creative World Cup Champions.
Now, I know you guys want to see them as well. Unfortunately, there was a slight little hit. We want to make sure everything is right up on that stage. So while we sort that out, we're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we will have the standings after set 2, which is the world world run. So if you need to go do anything, do it now. Take your bio breaks, take care of everything you need, and then we will be right back.
Hey, my name's Magmar, and today I'm in New York because I qualified for week 4 of the creative trials for Godiga's map. I'm really looking forward to showing my skill set off and meeting all the players and showing everyone what I can do. When it was first announced that there was going to be creative trials, I was really looking forward to it because it was like I looked at it as an opportunity. I find after playing Battle Royale, when Creative first came out and Scissors released his first Death Run, I just instantly sort of took a liking to it and I enjoyed playing it. And I guess from there on, there was money involved in Death Runs and stuff. That caught me and caught my attention and I started playing more. So with my team, my captain is he's a French content creator, and my teammates are Chaps and Ardia. I think we can do really well with Creative World Cup. I think our team has a good combination of the Death Run skills, but also the shooting, the building, and the good chemistry we have in the team. I think it can really make it. One of my team, Ravens Revenge, is going to be really good in the World Cup. We're going to smash the actual competition because we have the Battle Royale skills, building, Death Run.
My team, great teamwork, and we kind of pulled through right at the end there. It was awesome.
1,000%. So being able to kind of get your hands on the map, for obviously the big moment.
It's nice.
It's huge. It's huge. And so, like you said a second ago, this is a brand new way of viewing Fortnite and playing Fortnite, which is incredible.
Exactly. It's super exciting to see what people come up with, and also turning it into a competitive aspect of what you can do to make these tournaments.
It's amazing. So, any general kind of thoughts, concerns, maybe about strategy? I don't know.
I think we won, so we know the strategy.
All right. Listen, this is practice still. We've got the big moment coming up very soon. But do you want to shout out your team real quick?
Yeah. No, we've got some speedrunners. we've got Tyler, we've got Zand, and Suzu. They are all speedrunners of Death Runs. And as you know, later in the Creative Cup, there's going to be a Death Run involved level, so we're going to take that one home too.
Inspired by the creative man, Scissors himself has made many a streamer, many a content creator very angry with a Death Run, myself included. Great job with the practice round. We'll see you very soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fortnite World Cup Finals. We are here in day number 1 where the creative finals are going down. The stadium is jam-packed with fans from around the world who have traveled here, not only to watch us crown World Cup Creative Finals champions, but also solo and duo champions as well. I'm Zeke, this guy right here is Vala, and we're getting ready to hop back into all of the action. Now, I think, you know, we've seen a little bit of the first 2 game modes. You know, we got to see a little bit of the Sky Station showdown. We got to see a little bit of that Junkyard Juke, but there's actually something that Sundown teased, and that is the World Run.
Yep, the World Run coming up next. It is an awesome, you know, it's something that I think a lot of people are used to. Yeah. I think they'll be very, very comfortable here. We'll have to see. Maybe the challenge of the obstacle course will be, you know, anything that these guys can do, or if they're going to be able to just cruise through. We'll see. Fun.
Well, it's going to be really interesting, right? A lot of these players are very good at Death Runs, but it's really like mechanical, right? Yep. If you know how to execute, you can get through these obstacles, but you have to kind of get your eyes on them first, figure out how they work, and then make it through. So it's very fun for everyone here, and all the players as well. I'm hoping to see someone make it to the end. I don't know that anyone will, though. We'll see.
30 coins, and from what we've seen in practice between us and other people, it's very difficult, so we'll see. We'll hop into the overview and stuff like that later, but just to give like some examples of the things that there are, there's, you know, the traps, trying to trigger them, making sure you move. Impulse grenades are in play in this. There's some lava, all sorts of treacherous things you have to get across in this World Run.
A lot of Neo jumps as well. And again, massive shout out to the 17 content creators that helped put these maps together. Mad props to you. You know, their hard work is being shown here on the stage. And these guys are at home here, of course, playing as well. In case you guys are Zeke, this guy right here is Follow. We're getting ready to jump into these next few matches. We'll get you guys up to speed with all the format and all those things. You kind of tease it, but we'll get there in just a moment. And very quickly, the Chicken Champions were actually the winners for set number 2, Junkyard Juke. Let's take a look at them right now. They were overall victorious of that last set, and there you go. Defender Defense is there in person to congratulate them all. Rubius and his team, they worked hard for it, and they are the victors.
Warming up for the next run, but they know now they earned the Silver Llama for that set, so it's 1-1. Woo! Chicken Champions are earning their Silver Llama right now. They're surprised because they were getting ready, but here it is.
Rubius is like, wait, do I actually get that? Is that actually mine? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, you know, they are the current set winners. They have a Silver Llama for themselves. So that's now 2 different teams that have a Silver Llama. With only a few seconds left to go, I believe, you know, if the Chicken Champions can secure themselves a second Llama, that would be huge for them and their team. But we'll have to see how things go for them.
And the timing of the Silver Llama couldn't come earlier because they're about to hop in. This is definitely a booster for them in terms of their emotions and their confidence going into the World Run, because it is precise, it is difficult. You have to make sure that you hit it, otherwise you're wasting time. It's going to be a race between these guys to get as far in as possible. That confidence boost is going to help them in this last normal set.
It's actually a race, the World Run. It is simply. Let's go ahead and talk about that and everything that surrounds it. So there's actually 30 points in the map. Whichever team gets all 30, the fastest, or as many as possible until time runs out, will be the victor for that round set. You know, like I said, these are insanely difficult obstacles. I'm gonna be forthcoming. I'm gonna be vulnerable with you, the Fortnite fan. Listen, the farthest I got was 14.
It's not bad.
Okay.